Camera's rolling. Here comes the camera. So, Kelvin, you mentioned something about Puccini.
Yeah.
And the singer. Was it a concert, workshop? What was it that
Yeah,
you
I did a concert with Monica Louis-Smith, and she did an aria by Puccini, Sospiri. And we did other things, 14th century magical, some early English works. And I was really happy about it because I'm always about interpreting things from the past in order to give some depth. Culture, in order to maintain culture, not to get culture, but to maintain culture. And to not just present what is contemporary thought, but what has been thought, and to show that it still has value and things like that, and the relativity to today and stuff.
Yeah.
It was one of the projects that I did lately that made me really happy.
And where did you perform this?
This was at a place called Cafe Mila.
Oh, Charlottenburg.
Yeah, you remember the Notorious Mila where we saw the art gallery show. Yeah.
The photo show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, was this like a Sunday cafe concert?
No, it was a Friday night thing. Very low key, just for friends.
Okay.
Yeah. And
did you record it?
I didn't.
One of those that got away.
Yeah, the best one to get away.
Well, I mean, does it get away or does it get out there?
That's what my lady said, actually.
Somebody somewhere heard this.
Yeah, and actually sometimes if it's just for the moment, that's what it's meant. Capturing it is kind of an illusion in a way.
That's what we call the lived moment.
Exactly.
And that's what we live for, that moment of magic.
Yeah.
Does magic figure into your work? In terms of performance?
Magic meaning that
whatever it means
things are produced, and for me it means that things are produced by results that you think would not necessarily produce them. I'll say it like that. So you do something and then something else results in a way. So yeah, because the way magic happens for me is that I try to remove myself when I play and really be a channel for something. And it may sound very, very cliche, but I seriously have the intent and the desire to get rid of my ego, because as soon as I start thinking about my worldly things and self and places, and I get tangled up and I don't play as well as I could. But when I really empty, the music kind of happens on a level I really appreciate. And yeah, that's one of the goals. So that's one of the goals, that because it's a magical goal, to let music happen without my control. That's the magic of it. Instead of me, because I can, and of course I know what every note is. I can say F sharp, C, B flat, whatever. But the intention to create that note isn't always there. Sometimes I let that intention go and let the car kind of drive itself.
What do you think about the idea that when we perform, whatever it is we perform, on the other side of the proscenium, there sits a group of people huddled who come with expectations or certain unsolved questions about you, about music in general, about what's going to happen in front of them. And then you perform. Do you think that's altering their reality?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, we're altering each other's reality simultaneously. It has to be a conversation. I don't think it's a monologue. Because when I practice, it's definitely not the same thing that's happening. Not at all. It's a totally different thing going on.
Okay, so it's circular.
Yeah, definitely. Circular, yeah.
Okay.
Like a feedback loop.
Okay. Now, about this document that you've produced recently, I remember last year before last, reading the first manuscripts, and you had different sorts of graphs and charts that were more illustrative rather than informative. Yeah, I mean, can you just start us off with the name of your document and how it relates to music and
Actually,
your music in particular?
Well, I'll use my general name, Shosis, and that was actually
Shosis.
You
have to pronounce really good because
Shosis.
Yes.
That was suggested by you actually because it's called the Sholar system. That was the name that I intended, and that would be